Hi everyone and welcome to SWPL My Story, and today we are going with a fans forum ahead of the League Cup final, which will be taking place on Sunday between Rangers and Partick Thistle. So today we are joined by Lindsay Kane, who is representing the Thistle fans, and we are joined by Rhiannon Hughes, who is representing the Rangers fans. How are we doing this morning?
All
Not
good.
too bad, Isabel.
Yeah, buzzing for tomorrow.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
very
I really
excited.
appreciate you coming on and speaking to us. So we're 24 hours out now from the first chance of silverware of the season, and both teams are coming at it from different perspectives. It's a cup final, anything can happen. I think it's fair to say that Rangers are heavy favourites, but Partick have proven only a few weeks ago that they're more than capable of running Rangers close, obviously getting that draw in the league a few weeks ago. So, Lindsay, how is the mood within the Partick Thistle supporters? Obviously, a lot of excitement. It's the first final for the women's team on this stage that they've ever had. It's the first one for, am I right in saying it's about 50 years for the club as a whole as well? So, obviously, a day that you're all looking forward to.
Yeah, definitely. Like we're all just totally buzzing. The women's team, right? They continue to make history, and this is just like another landmark moment for the team. Like the team, it feels really special just now. There's a real buzz about it. About the fans. Like we're all so excited. For tomorrow. I think the first national final since 1971. The fact that it's the women that are doing it. The men's team did get to the Challenge Cup final 2012-2013 season, which unfortunately we lost. So I'm hoping tomorrow that we can rely on the girls and they go one better and we actually take home some silverware. And regardless of, I guess, the result tomorrow, right, it's a historical moment for the club and a real landmark moment for the women's team.
No, absolutely. And Rhiannon, Rangers coming into this, as we said, they are the favourites. They're sitting there top of the league at the moment, but it is a cup final. Anything can happen. It's a chance for someone to be a hero. It's Jo Potter's first season, so she'll be really driven to bring this silverware home, and it'll make a statement at that top of SWPL 1. But with that, you've then got the added pressure of being the favourite. So how are the Rangers supporters looking at tomorrow?
Oh, we're all really excited. We know what Thistle are capable of. We've seen it in the league. So it is just a case of kind of going one better and actually getting a result. But being a final, as you said, it could be an upset. You never know what's going to happen. But Joe's got the team really fluid. Unfortunately, we can injuries to people like Kirsten McLean and Rachel McLaughlin. That could be an added disadvantage. So hopefully we'll have Kathy Hill back and at right back. But yeah, we're all just really excited.
No, it's again, I've used this phrase already, a landmark season, and it just got put out yesterday that the ticket allocation had been sold out, but obviously there was opportunity to provide more tickets, and it's just showing the popularity is growing and growing. It's always going to be difficult for us to compete with just the sheer numbers that they're showing down in the WSL and the attendances that they're getting. But Lindsay, looking at Partick Thistle, they've been breaking attendance records all season for themselves. And tomorrow, the game as a whole, it's looking like it's going to be another one for the record books.
Yeah, definitely. I think it just shows, right, the progression, of the women's game and in particular, the Thistle women. The club really have that one club approach. So, the men's team are back in the women, the women's team, they were down at the playoffs last season back in the men's. So there's a real good feel, about it. And yeah, as soon as, we're encouraging, right, as many fans to come along and see the women. The semi-final I think was, another record attendance. It was had a horrendous day at Petershill, right? The rain was lashing, but the fans still turned up in their numbers to back the women. And yeah, I'm just really proud of, how far they've come in such a short period of time.
So Rhiannon, Rangers' path to the final saw them take on Celtic in the semi-final, and if you ever wanted to say a game was dramatic, it was certainly that. I thought on the night Rangers were more than deserving of going through. Other than Celtic's penalties, I can't think of any saves that had to be made. But when the chances came, Chloe Craig stepped up and and scored them. But then a 97th minute penalty, proper pressure penalty, and Rio Hardy stepped up and slotted it away. Just shows that it's not just about the talent that Rangers clearly have, but it's that never die attitude as well to play right till the end.
Yeah, there's a massive difference in mentality, I think, from last season to this season. I think kind of games like that under Malky Thompson maybe could have got away from us, but I think Joe's implemented this winning mentality into the team, and you can see that even if we're going 1-0 down, they will fight back and they will come back, and we've done it, twice against Celtic already this season. We have got the quality of players to do that. And you look at people that Joe's brought in, like Rio Hardy, who's been absolutely fantastic for us this season. But it was dramatic. I think I went great just watching it. I was like, I can't do this anymore. My heart's going to give out. That was, but as you say, completely cool for Rio. She was telling us after the game, I just remember putting the ball down and everything just went silent. She went, my main focus was just on the ball, and thankfully it went in, and here we are in the final again. So hopefully we can do a repeat of last season and then lift the trophy again.
So when we're looking ahead to tomorrow with the Thistle team, Lindsay, who would you say are the key players? I know it's a very workmanlike team that's full of quality, but I think it's fair to say there isn't a standout star, and I think that's probably what helps Partick. They don't rely on just one player, but who would be the players that for viewers that maybe this could well be the first women's game, the first women's cup final that they've watched, but who from a Thistle team should they be looking out for?
Well, for definitely Demi Faulkner, right? She is just consistent at the back. She's there, she's reliable, and she is just, consistently good. She's the captain. She is a real leader on and off the park, so she's definitely one of the key players. Looking to the midfield, Lindsay Taylor again. She's just, you notice when Lindsay's not in the team, right? She's one of those players that you maybe don't notice her every week when she's in the team, but you certainly notice when she's not there, and she makes a real difference in that midfield. She's got lots of experience behind her. She's played abroad, and she's able to bring that into, the dressing room. She obviously scored the free kick, right? That kicked off the 2-0 win against Hibs. And probably one of the other consistent players is Rosa Slater, right? She, is capable of scoring an absolute worldie, as is Rachel Donaldson as well. So I definitely wouldn't rule Rachel out if the ball just drops to her. She's capable of making some magic. So yeah, they're probably the kind of four, key players, but it is a team effort, right? So I'm probably going to upset the rest of them because I've not mentioned them all.
I'll
but
put you on the spot.
they are, they're a real unit, and like Brian Graham, right, always talks about that word belief. Like that is, the Thistle women's team. They are just such a great unit. So yeah. Apologies that I've not called you all out. I've not got enough time for me to talk about you all.
I'll take the blame for that. I did ask you just to pick a few, but no, I totally understand. We are then, so again, from the viewers that are maybe not following much the SWPL, who would be the key players for Rangers that you would want us to look out for?
Starting at the back, just like Lindsay's, our captain Nicola Dockett, he's a stalwart in our defence and has been for a number of years now. Nick's always consistent, both for Rangers and for Scotland, I find. She's always there. She always kind of bails us out of trouble. Midfield-wise, I think Chelsea Cornet has came up trumps this season. I think Joe's completely revamped her as a player, and she's totally different. Also in midfield, Rachel Rowe, she's been a godsend for us this season. Her running, the way she attacks with the ball, she's not scared to keep driving forward passes, forward momentum, isn't scared to shoot. And then up front, Rio Hardy, she's been fantastic for us this season, but obviously I'll be remiss if I don't mention Jane Ross, who came back for a horrific ACL injury and is banging goals in, so they could be key players for us in getting the result.
So it's a really intriguing tie tomorrow. As we mentioned, yes, probably Rangers would be considered the favourites, but you can't write Partick off. They're having another unbelievable season, so it's really set up to be a really good game tomorrow. So this is when I am going to intentionally put you on the spot. I'll come to you first, Lindsay. What's your prediction?
Oh, I'm going to go a 1-0 Thistle win. Like, just a bit of magic, somebody going out there being a hero, right? I think we've only conceded 1 goal against Rangers so far this season. We have been really tight at the back. So I'm hoping tomorrow, we go out and do the same, keep it tight at the back, and then just, a moment of magic, an Amy Bullock and swinging free kick, and I don't care who scores it, to be perfectly honest. The keeper could punch it in the back of the net for all I care, as long as it actually hits the back of the net. So that's what I'm currently manifesting just now, and hopefully tomorrow we do the business.
Brilliant. And Rhiannon, what's your prediction?
I'm going to say 2-1 Rangers, because you can't, not count in the quality that Partick Thistle have got in the pitch and the players they've got in the pitch and what they're capable of. I mean, I think the 0-0 game, they were unlucky to have that goal chopped off. It could have been 1-0 to Partick Thistle that day. So it shows the quality they have on the pitch. But I'm going to say 2-1 Rangers.
Okay, now I appreciate you coming on, and really thanks for your time. You're both going to the final tomorrow?
Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
definitely.
So
Can't
we'll
wait.
be there as well. We're doing our vlog, so we'll be in and around the stadium early doors. So make sure you come and say hello, and we'll see how the atmosphere is. But thanks so much for coming on. Wish you both the very best for your teams tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate you having us on, Martin. Thanks.
And thanks everyone for tuning in to SWPL My Story.